Hi guys, I'm Kelly Campbell from Real Rehab Talk, and you are visiting today my house at 800 Chambers Circle. So this is a project we've been working on for a couple of months, and we're getting down to the wire. This is the last week on the project, and so before it's completely finished, I kind of want to walk you through a little bit of the strategy and the reasons for why we do some of the things that we do. Because for us, selling the property is just as important as the purchase, as the construction process, as strategizing on the rehab. We also want to strategize on how we sell the property so that we can get the most for it with regards to market price, but also so that it can sell quickly. It's just as important that it sell really fast and that we get it off the market so we can get on to the next project. So this is 800 Chambers Circle. This house is in a really gorgeous community. I love it. The neighbors are really fantastic. The neighborhood is very well kept. That's absolutely one of the things that we look for on a rehab project, is what's going on around the house. What's the neighborhood like? Do you see that the lawn has been well kept? Do you see that the neighbors care about their own property? Because that's going to make a difference to your end buyer. They're going to want to buy in a community. They're not just buying the house, they're also buying the neighborhood that it's in. So we're going to go ahead and head inside, or head towards the property, and I'll point some things out to you. One of the things that's really important to us is curb appeal. So you can see actually the landscaper has been here, and he's already started working on the front of the house for curb appeal. That's hugely important. One of the other things that you're going to see is this brand new front door. This door is actually bigger than the door that was here before, but this door is part of what's going to draw the attention of our new buyer. So we're really trying to create some amazing curb appeal. I want, when they get to this house, they can't wait to get inside it. That's the feeling I want to create. So we put a lot of effort into the curb appeal and the exterior of the property. So we're actually working on that now. We're going to be fixing the front porch today, because you may notice some of the spindles are down. All of that is going to get done today. That's part of the finishing. And then we're going to get some nice plants put out here out front and flowers to really make this inviting. It's actually, the time this video is being filmed, it is the first day of April, so it is springtime, so we absolutely want to give it a springtime look when you're coming into the property. So let's go ahead on inside. So one of the things you'll notice coming inside are my brand new cherry wood floors. The owners on this house had tiled the front entryway, the entire front entryway, the living room, everything was tiled, and they did it themselves. Everyone is not successful with an HGTV project, and they were not. So we had to bust all of that tile up. It was absolutely horrible, and haul it out of here, which means we needed all new floors. So we've got all new cherry wood floors on the lower level. They are awesome, and they're a huge selling feature for the house. Now, some of you, depending on where you live geographically, might be thinking that cherry wood floors are outdated. Well, one of the things we do on a project is research the neighborhood that we're working in. So if we were in the city, for example, I'd probably go with an engineered wood, maybe a walnut or a pine, something dark. That's really popular right now in the city and contemporary areas. But the neighborhood that we're in is actually very rustic, very traditional, very classic. And we researched all the houses that we're currently selling or that have sold in the last 6 months to see what was popular and what sold fast. The key is fast. And it's real hardwood, oak wood, cherry wood. We also talked to real estate agents in this area who work this area regularly and visited some model homes in this area, and it became very clear to us that we need to stick with a traditional look. So one of the things I recommend, despite what trends you might see on TV or HGTV or in your local area, research the area you're rehabbing in. Get to know your target customer, because the customer in one neighborhood versus the customer in another neighborhood could be completely different people. And so the people in this community like cherry wood. So we're going to go ahead and go to the living room. And so in the living room, one of the things that you see here is a big giant couch. We actually rented this furniture because we're going to be staging today. That's part of the last phase of the project as well, is to stage the property to make it look lived in, but very neat, very sophisticated. We don't stage the entire house. We just stage certain rooms that we want to give an emotional feel for a potential buyer. One of the things I'll share with you is that if a potential buyer sits down in your house, if they come in the house they're looking in and they sit down, they are 3 times more likely to purchase that house. I don't know if you knew that, but making your buyer comfortable huge benefit in terms of them making the emotional connection to the house. The other reason that we stage is to show use of space. Now, even though you who are watching this video might be great at picturing a finished product, everyone isn't. They can't always picture how it is that they and their family fit into a house, and they can't always judge the size of a room by the eye. So one of the things that we do when we stage the house is to present a picture to them to show, one, how much space they really have to work with, and two, how they could literally be living in the house if they were moved in. And very often they like the furniture, they get comfortable, they settle in, and the next thing you know, they have an emotional connection to the house. So that's what's happening here. So we're going to be setting up this furniture, and you'll get a chance to see the finished product. This kitchen has been completely gutted and remodeled, right down to the ceilings and all of the walls. If you go back and look at some of the before pictures for this house, you will see these walls were textured in a way that just was not repairable. It was absolutely incredible what they had done to the walls. So we had to rip it all out and start over from scratch. And so we have all new cabinets. As you can see, again, we're kind of going with a cherry wood look. Brand new granite countertops. We did some things with the house that weren't here before. We went with a 42-inch cabinet, the taller cabinets. I really like these for extra storage space for potential buyers. They also look far more sophisticated than the shorter cabinets, so we decided to go with an elongated cabinet. We also upgraded the entire kitchen with stainless steel. I find that today that's still popular and still the way to go. So we've got stainless steel we upgraded here. And then over by the refrigerator, one of the things that you'll notice, the cabinets there, that actually wasn't there with the previous construction of this kitchen. So we've added a lot of storage space to this kitchen. I want the potential buyer to feel like they've got a ton of space, a ton of room to cook, to move about, and to store for their family. Because the potential is for this house to be for a starter family, and they might be here a long time. A lot of the owners in this neighborhood have been in their house for 30 years. It's just that kind of neighborhood. So I want them to feel like they have the space to start and raise and continue to live, make up the master bedroom. Now, bed's actually going in the wrong direction, so we need to turn it around. But we're going to make up the bed. The master bedroom is one of the rooms that we always stage. It isn't always necessary to stage the smaller rooms, but the owners are who you're trying to influence, not their children. So you want to make up the master bedroom and show them what it would be like to come home and come upstairs, and this would be the bed that would be providing their lifelong comfort. So we do decorate the master, and we've got a bunch of pillows to go in here. We even put out a tray with wine and fresh fruit so that they feel at home when they come into this space. So that master bedroom is an absolute must. Now we're going to go into the master bath. And master bathroom, we do the same thing. Nice little echo in here. We stage the master bathroom, so I'm going to come in with all kinds of beautiful towels to have set in here so that they can feel at home in this bathroom as well. I'm also going to put out lots of potpourri and scent in the house so that it smells really good. Right now it smells like fresh paint, which is awesome. It means everything is new. But we want it to smell like home. So we're going to put out a lot of fresh scent, something to make them feel at home, and so that the house is appealing to all the senses, the eyes as well as what they're smelling. So that'll be done as well today. So that's part of what we'll be working on. And we're going to put in some decorative towels. And one of the things that you'll see in the final pictures is that there's this theme going through the house. We're going to use all the same colors. So that red couch that you saw in the living room, we're going to bring up that red and gold all through the house so that there's a nice running theme and everything's consistent. We're not going to put different colors in different rooms. So it's going to be all red and gold everywhere that they go when they're going through the house, with the exception of the basement. So we're going to go down to the basement so you get a chance to see it. But the basement is the man cave. So everything in the basement is black. And that's because we want to make the male counterpart in the house feel at home as well, and that's usually because we're at the man cave. One of the things you'll see when you get down here is this actually really beautiful built-in bookcase, which is awesome that is here. So I'll be staging that as well, probably to make it look like a library, but just to show them what they can do with that space. But it's great that they have it because they can do a lot with it in terms of storage. They've got someone who has a lot of trophies that they want to display, pictures that they want to display of the family. This is a great place for them to do it. So we also have down here our leather couches, because this is going to be the man cave. So we're definitely decorating this area to make it attractive to the male counterpart in the house. So you'll see here the black leather. We're going to bring in a black table set in here, and we really want to show off this space as being the entertainment space for the fellas. So if you follow me around the corner, you're going to see Chris working. One of the things that we did was we did upgrade the furnace in this house. So if you look in there, you can see that's a brand new furnace. And we typically do that on houses if a furnace is more than 11 or 12 years old. We'll go ahead and upgrade the HVAC. It really does add value to the property. It's one of the things that an appraiser will look for to see, you know, did you just paint and carpet the house or did you renovate the house? And we're big on renovating the house and making sure that we bring it up to par to where it should be. So HVAC is something that we will upgrade if it's more than 12 years old usually. And then if you keep on coming back, this is one of the unique features of the house. The house had a jacuzzi tub in it. And at the end of the day, when we did our budget numbers, we decided that it was better to keep it than to try to demo it and remodel downstairs. It would have been so incredibly costly to demo this. So we actually decided to keep it. We're going to clean it up, try to make it look good, and it's going to be a unique feature of the house, but there are still people out there that want a jacuzzi, and we've got one right here in the basement of this house. So we kept a lot of this the same, so you can see it's a little different than the rest of the basement, but we're going to make it look really spectacular, and I'm going to stage it a little later on today. So I just wanted to bring you down here and give you a chance to see. This is a brand new sliding glass door. It actually looks really good. I'm excited about that. And you can come on out and you can see that we have a deck. One of the things that's going to happen this weekend is this is all going to be power washed. So the deck will be looking really good. It's actually in very good condition. Just needs to be cleaned up. So our guys are going to power wash it this weekend. And then you can see here that the house actually has a really nice backyard. It was one of my favorite features of the house was that they had a fenced-in backyard and that it's very spacious. So it's going to be really wonderful for a family. They got kids. They're going to barbecue out, have people over. They've really got a lot of private space. There were a lot of trees back here that we knocked down, so you can see kind of in the corners there. This tree was trimmed back significantly. It was a monster. And the tree in the corner, a lot of that had to be cleared away. But we did, and it looks really, really great. It's a huge, huge backyard. So they'll have a lot of fun back here as a family, and it's definitely one of the selling features. So just as some final thoughts and conclusions for you, when you're staging your property, keep it really simple. Curb appeal is hugely important. You definitely want to show them how they're going to enjoy their living space, their master bedroom, and how the bathrooms can be receptive and comfortable, and of course the kitchen. Your kitchen is your showpiece and you want to absolutely make the most of it. So when you see the finished pictures, you'll get a chance to see exactly.
And continue.
So when you get a chance to see the finished pictures, you'll see exactly how we did all of those things and followed those rules, as well as the curb appeal for the property, which is also hugely important in the sale. And the last thing I'll share with you is that now that you will have done all of these things, make the most of your photography. Please go out and get a good quality camera that takes great pictures. You really want to show off the shine on the appliances, the shine on the floor. You need a camera that's going to pick up those high definition details, because those pictures are the marketing and advertising for your property when you list it. Everyone is looking for a house right now is looking online. And the pictures you take are just as important as the work that you do. So put a lot of effort into taking quality pictures, choose the best ones, and post them online for your advertising. And I hope you enjoy the finished product. You'll get a chance to see what it looks like after we finish this week. Thank you.